Hello, it's me, Carrie Danger, host of the Carrie Danger podcast, and you are joining me for a weekly check-in and also a mental health moment. I've heard from a lot of you that you miss Mental Health Monday. Don't worry, I'm still very passionate about mental health for you, for me, for all of us, and I am not stopping that. I just can't call it Mental Health Monday because I don't want to confuse anybody. So we'll do a mental health moment until I come up with a better name for it. But either way, thank you so much for tuning in. Like, share, comment, whatever. You get the point. And wherever you're listening, I appreciate it. It is the afternoon for me right now. And what a perfect place for me to be, the afternoon. So I'm going to have a little coffee and we're going to catch up, a little coffee date. Okay. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I was kind of dragging today, so I really needed this, but I've got a couple things I want to go over, so let's talk about it. First and foremost, just released the Dummy Pass episode this past Tuesday. Don't forget, if you have some free time tonight, to head on over to Coda because this Philly-based band is going to be there, and they will be releasing their new album, No Footsteps Show. So make sure you check that out. Let me put my phone on silent just in case. Not that I've been very popular today, but you just never know. So that was just released on Tuesday. If you haven't listened to it yet, go check it out. Super great band. Also next Tuesday, Cleveland's own Wasted Society joined me on the pod. So please take a look at that one. You can watch it on YouTube. You can also listen to it on Spotify and Apple, of course. Totally up to you. I've got some more lined up for the next few Tuesdays. I've got some very exciting ones coming up that are not music related. So I'm pumped about that. And a bonus episode tomorrow, by the way, with Phoenix Vibes. I didn't put that on my list. Yes, my first bonus episode of the month, Phoenix Vibes, is joining me on the podcast. And this one is full of deeper conversation, and I really hope you enjoy it as much as I did in the moment. He is such a great guy, great artist. Just check it out. So that covers some of the pod stuff. Some live event things. Just had Love Muffin Palooza, the 12th annual, total hit. It was awesome. Obviously, we would have loved more people to be there, but Adam did such a great job organizing this thing. Of course, it's the 12th year he's done this. I was actually super shocked. I didn't realize how amazing the raffles would be, the items that were up for raffle. So if you would like to try to come next year, the 13th annual, lucky number 13, maybe you'll win something amazing. The things on the raffle tables were just absolutely spectacular. If you are someone who would love to donate to the raffle, maybe you own a restaurant or a business of some sort and you want to donate services. If you have cool memorabilia you'd like to donate, there was a sports bag. There was this other cool one, Rob Reiner based themed things. So if you or someone you know is down to donate for a great cause, Love Muffin Palooza is a nonprofit event. All profit goes to the Gathering Place to help those in our community, loved ones, with anyone enduring cancer. It's very tough and it's just so sad to talk about, but it's important to talk about and it can be hard to hear. But you know just as much as I do that cancer, you don't plan for that. So to have those resources available for those of us that don't really have the money to no one's really got cancer money, but at least they've got the resources there. So the Gathering Place, check it out, get more details. And we're also calling for any local bands that want to participate next year. Again, this is a volunteer-based situation. So if you just want to spread some love and raise money for those that are suffering with cancer, please join us. You can send me an email, carriedanger1@gmail.com, and I'll send it over to Adam. Or I can just link you guys directly if you want to leave a comment, send me a direct message. Either way, I don't really need to be a part of this. I'm just doing my part to help. Okay, that was Love Muffin Palooza. I also want to take a moment to shout out to all of the amazing vendors that were there. My friend, Psychic Medium Lori, you can look her up on socials. She's amazing. She's so nice. And she really does take the time to look into you. You know what I mean? Also, shout out to Chris Burkholder, the Gia's Heart Treasures. She's a resin artist. She actually made a bunch of really cool stuff and has more stuff to come. I asked her, what got you into it? And she said a YouTube video or a TikTok or something. Video got her interest and she did it and she loved it. And so she spends her time making art with resin. I think that's wonderful. I bought my first pendulum from her and I've yet to use it. Maybe we'll do that on an episode and you can watch me not know how to use this thing, right? Anyway, also got to run into my good buddy. I say good buddy, but only because of the time that we've kind of known each other, Jimmy Committee. He is the director of Negative Space Gallery. But when I knew Jimmy, he was a caller when I worked at Your Voice of the Firelands, 95.3 WLKR. I was afternoon drives at WLKR for, I don't know, like 7 years or something. And he would call all the time. And I showed up and they were like, oh, Jimmy's doing this. Do you know Jimmy? No, I don't know Jimmy. I don't know. Anyway, he comes up and he told me, oh, I used to call you all the time on the radio. Freaking small world, dude. What the heck? Crazy. Anyway, he has Negative Space Gallery. You can look them up on Instagram. NEG Space Cleveland. Check that out. Go follow them. And also the artists that were on hand. I'm assuming this is Dream Vision, DRMVZN, Dream Vision. I hope I figured that one out. I don't know. Uramani Art Studio, Tussa's Art Studio, and Chrysalis Gallery and Studios, among many more. They have open studio time to the public every last Saturday of the month, 5 to... I have a flyer. I'm not just memorizing all this stuff. I'm not that good. Every last Saturday of the month, 5 to 7 with an open mic afterwards. So there's a lot of cool stuff. Go check them out on Instagram. And I did get cards because I'm like, come be on my podcast. Another cool thing from the evening, other than just hearing some really great music. Oh my God, it was awesome. Where'd my paper go? I've got a stack of to-dos behind me. You can't see it, but I'm trying to get them to done. You know what I mean? Big shout out to Blue Drivers, G-Strings, Bill DeGidio. That took me a while to get it right. Mouse and Marco, Flowers Love Being Eerie. You heard them on a couple episodes ago on the podcast. And Lost State of Franklin, them as well. Man, those two last bands, they rip it up, man. That was awesome. So very cool stuff. Super pumped about that. Yeah, I would love for you guys to be there. So the Gathering Place had these little wooden colored butterflies. If you're watching, I will show you, but I will describe it to anyone who's not. It is a butterfly, mainly blue wings with a little like pink and purple on the body. And then I've got this other one. Oh, I love this one the most, I think. Okay, so it's a bigger butterfly. Okay. And it's like earth green with brown, some pinks, blues, and orange. It's absolutely gorgeous. And they have little holes. So I'm going to hang it in one of them's for me. One of them's for Alyssa, my good friend Alyssa. What's up? Love you. I'm going to hang it in my car. But we have been obsessed with the Ella Langley song, Butterfly Season. It's her and Miranda Lambert. I genuinely can't get it out of my head. Not that I want to, but like, love it. It's so good. You should really check it out, especially if you're going through any any kind of changing of a season of your life. I obviously went through a big change of my life, and I'm okay with it. I still feel very good about my choice. I don't want to go into too many details, but I will. You know what? I'm sick of blaming other things. I'm just going to say, like, I outgrew it in my own way. No, I love to be on the radio. I love to talk to you guys so much, but I just think I put myself in such a box and I put so much of my worth and stock into being a radio DJ that's all it was. So, leaving has opened up some other avenues, some like really cool stuff. So pretty pumped. For example, the podcast, I can actually do this freely without worry of control or anything like that. So it has made a mega difference. So I can still scratch that itch with you guys and talk to you on video and obviously audio specifically. I do hope this sounds good, by the way. I'm using my Audio Technica microphone. Before I recorded this earlier today, before I had to go run some errands, and I listened back and it sounded like I was in like a tunnel. And I think it's because there's this big wall. It's a naked wall. Actually, lots of naked walls in here. I don't really know what I want to do in here yet. This little dining room we're in together right now. Anyway, the point is, it's butterfly season and I'm spreading my wings. Oh, can you guys tell? I think I might have like a touch of the ADHD. Just a touch. Another event that's coming up, I'm so excited about this. If you are a mommy, an auntie, a daddy, an uncle, whatever, Kids Club at the Celestia Theater in Wadsworth. Kids Club is once a month. It's on Sundays at 3, one Sunday a month. So the 23rd at 3 p.m., myself and Mr. Jeff will be on stage rocking it. And Mr. Jeff actually has some new music coming out. So very exciting. You should go follow him, Mr. Jeff's Fun Friends, and keep up with everything he's got going on. He tours all the time. He's also the lead singer of an Incubus cover band. Yeah, it's that cool. Okay. Omega Lomania. I hope he does. I'm sure he does. Jeff, if you need me to fill in, obviously. um, it's a very interactive show, best for ages 2 to 9. But you know your kid. So if your kid's like 11 and you think they would enjoy this super duper fun, like mini concert for kids, then please feel free. Go to wadsworthsquare.org to get your tickets. There's like family pack prices. But yeah, it's in a real theater and parking is ample and free. So you can't go wrong there. Also, I love Wadsworth. Wadsworth is so cute. There's little shops. You can come out early. Like if your kids are like a little past nap time and you think they can hang, then bring them out early and just go walk around town because there's a lot of cool shops you can go into. You can go get some food, some ice cream, So I love Wadsworth. It's really great out there. Plus, I just love the Celestia Theater. I'll go into a deep dive about that when I have Tom on the podcast. Tom is the founder. He headed up the whole project, like flipping that old school into a theater. And man, I'm glad he did because it's pretty sick, dude. It's also haunted. Next order of biz nasty. Hell on Hogsback. If you have been like, maybe I will, maybe I won't, you will. You should. And you don't have to run it. You can just walk it leisurely. Bring a friend. Do the hour. Do the 3 hour. Do the 6 hour. Get crazy. Do the 12 hour. Walk that thing for 12 hours, dude. You don't have to run it. The best part about Hell on Hogsback is all the money goes, again, a nonprofit, fully nonprofit. Every single penny that you donate or all the registrations, your time, go to help those impacted facing hardships from cancer, financial hardships. This one's more geared toward financial hardships. The other one that I just did was the resources from the gathering place. So, you know what I mean? Get more details at hellonhogsback.com and watch Pete Sr.'s video on the inspiration behind Hell on Hogsback. Pete Jr. set it up, Pete Nelson. He's awesome, co-founder of Sisu Saunas. In fact, I was reading a book last night. I just started this book that my friend Charisse recommended on her book reviews. You should go follow her, Charisse Richards. Charisse on the radio. Charisse on air, I think, actually. Anyway, she recommended this book called Her Last Breath by Taylor Adams. And I immediately went to the library and I picked it up. I have done really good not buying books this year, you guys. That was my New Year's resolution. I think I've bought 2 books this year. 2. That's pretty dang good. And we are in the middle of August. Normally, I would just like go crazy. But this last one I bought, I'll just side tangent. Stephen King's Fairy Tale, a novel. I got it at TJ Maxx. It was like a aisle, like a checkout lane. Oh, and this other one. Yeah, these are the 2 I bought, actually. The Spark That Survived, a memoir by Myra Lewis Williams, the author of Great Balls of Fire with Linda Hughes. Basically, it's about life and being groomed by a musician. Kind of gross, but pretty remarkable. Anyway, back to Sisu. So I was reading the book, Her Last Breath, literally like page 10. The line is, she's a tough gal. She's got Sisu. And I was like, I know Pete told me what Sisu means, but Sisu is Finnish, and it means stoic determination, tenacity of purpose, grit, bravery, resilience, and hardiness. That is remarkable. So, honey, I've got Sisu. So do you. So I think that's great. Sisu Saunas. Check that out. SisuLifestyle.com. If you're keeping up with me and my random ramblings right now, you get a virtual high five. Ready? That was for you. Because I am aware I'm all over the place. You should have seen the first 3 videos I tried doing before I left the house. And I was like, let me just go wake up. It didn't work. So Hell on Hogsback, August 29th. Please sign up. And if you don't want to sign up, then consider signing up next year. But I can promise you, if you walk it, you are in your own head. Nobody's going to say anything. Everyone's going to be like, thank you so much for being here. In fact, I will be saying that because I'm on the microphone that entire day. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't think you guys understand how stoked I can get, but I stay #stoked on a regular basis. So for better or worse, I do want to talk a little bit about the Queens of the Stone Age. If you're looking at this, I've got the coolest shirt from the entire night, Queens of the Stone Age. Oh. Oh, brother. Don't put me on camera. Queens of the Stone Age was so dope. Foo Fighters was also so dupe. It was awesome. And yeah, if you ever get to see them in concert, I highly recommend it. It was awesome. So good. I gotta say though, my like section was not very like into it. So the vibe wasn't bad, but it wasn't as good as it could have been. So keep that in mind. If you're going to a concert, honey, you're at a concert. Let loose, baby. Dang. I'm not saying get crazy, don't get trashy, but like at least like stand up and bang your head a little bit. Dang. No judgment from me though, other than that. So it was sweet. And when they started playing Make It With You, oh my heavens. I turned to Travis and I was like, you know what this song's about? And he goes, I think I can take a guess. Yes, he figured it out. All right, time for the mental health moment. I promised you I would. I actually wrote it down. Okay. I'm talking about seeking validation from someone else. If you're like me, you suffer from people-pleasing disease. Also like a anxious attachment style where you worry that, and it kind of morphs into codependency. I did not realize I was acting codependent until a few months ago, and my therapist was like, "You're being codependent." And I was like, "Is that what that is?" I had no idea. I didn't really take the time to look it up. I actually don't do that a whole lot. I just kind of roll with it. Ignorance is bliss, you know what I mean? But I do seek validation from other people on a regular basis. I know I do this, and it's very difficult for me. I'm working on it. I'm always working on it. Aren't we always working on ourselves? Self-reflection is the best way. So while I was out on a run recently, I realized, oh my God, that's what I'm doing. So let me figure out how to fix it. And I just kept saying to myself, Carrie, you can validate yourself. You don't need other people. Example I will give is something great has happened, and I really want some certain people, like my circle of trust, really. The 5 people that I talk to the most regularly, and they know me more and better than even I know myself. I need them to be like, oh, we're so proud of you. Oh my God, that's amazing. But I can do that for myself because sometimes that circle of trust, they're going through their own things in life, and not to say they don't have the time, but sometimes people don't have the wherewithal to give you what you need, because aren't we all just trying to take care of ourselves? Especially if that person has kids or, something else going on in their life. So I've been really working hard on like giving myself a pat on the back and just like checking myself, like, girl, it's not about you. Just relax. So if you're like me and you go through that, just remember, like, you can't be a people pleaser because people can't be pleased. And also you should validate yourself. You know what I mean? And so that's pretty much that. If you're watching and you're like, are you tearing up? Yes, I am. I cry about everything. This is not one specific thing. Nothing serious happened. I just cry all the time. I'm just really emotional. Poor Travis. Not poor Travis. He probably loves it. We'll be watching a movie and you can just look over and I'm just crying. There's a beauty in it. To feel so deeply. And so much. Yeah. So if you find yourself not being able to feel excited about something because someone hasn't been excited for you, then you need to take a look in the mirror and say, hello, baby. Hey, beautiful. Hey, handsome. You don't need that person's validation, even though you love that person. They are top tier. You respect their opinions. You value their opinions and what they think about, and you go to them for guidance. Yes. Obviously. That's why their validation means so much to you. But guess what? You need to validate yourself. It'll save you a lot more time and energy. Okay. And you are allowed to be excited about things. And you should be excited about things, because if you're not, then what the hell is the point? Okay. Now that just might be the Aries in me talking, as we spoke last time. And I'm a Aries sun, a Leo moon, and a Capricorn rising. I don't know. I don't know. I do know that I get along with Leos the best, but Scorpios are really drawn to me too. And I'm drawn to them. Jessica October, my psychic glory. I'm looking at you guys. Yeah. So I think that's all I got to say about that. That is a Forrest Gump reference. If you don't pick up on that, I need you to go do some homework and watch that movie. That's all I got to say about that. All right. Well, I think that about does it. And please let me know if you guys have any ideas for like what to call our mental health moments. Maybe they're just mental health moment. Maybe It's something else. I kind of want this to be up to you. You all say you like it so much. I like it too. Don't get me wrong. I love talking about it. Because it helps me feel better about my problems because we're going through it together. But send me a message. Also, if you are out there and you're like, I want to be on Carrie's podcast, or hey, this person would be perfect for your podcast. I'm looking for anyone, local, not local, business owner, freaking musician. Are you into ghosts? Do you just have a really rad story? Maybe you have like the craziest concert story. That's actually a thing I want to do. I'll put a call out for that. If you've got a crazy concert story, I would love to read it on the podcast and do like listener tales, listener stories. I don't want to jump on Morbid's thing because they do listener tales. So I'll call it something else. But Ash and Elena, I love you guys. Yeah, I would never do that. I'm not that kind of girl. That's not how we do things over here. Okay, that's it. I'm really leaving now. I got things to go do. I've got a big old box of Amazon to go return. So I love you guys. Please have a lovely week and make sure you tune in on Tuesday for Wasted Society and hear what they've got going on. They recorded their latest album in a 117-year-old house. So there's bound to be some crazy stories. Anyway, tune in for that. I love you. We'll talk soon. Mwah.